If you're over 60 and find that stubborn belly fat just won't budge no matter how much you try, you're not alone. And it's not your fault. Your body changes in ways that make fat around your middle harder to lose, and ignoring these truths can be frustrating and even harmful. Today, I'll gently explain the real reasons behind this struggle and share what you truly need to know to reclaim your health, confidence, and comfort in your own skin. This is about understanding your body with kindness and care. If you want honest, caring advice that respects your journey and helps you feel stronger every day, please like this video and subscribe. Share your own struggles or questions in the comments. Your voice could be the encouragement someone else desperately needs. As we get older, especially after 60, our bodies go through several natural changes. One of the biggest shifts is a slowdown in our metabolism. This is the rate at which our bodies convert food into energy. When this process slows, we naturally burn fewer calories, even when we're not doing anything differently. That means the same meals or snacks that once kept our weight stable can now lead to gradual weight gain, especially around the belly. This metabolic slowdown isn't your fault. It's partly due to hormonal changes, and partly due to natural aging processes that affect our muscles and organs. Muscle mass decreases with age, and since muscles burn more calories than fat, having less muscle means burning fewer calories. Overall, additionally, organs like the liver and kidneys, which play a role in breaking down fat and toxins, may not work as efficiently as they once did. This means fat storage becomes more likely, particularly in the abdominal area. Another reason why belly fat becomes stubborn is because fat cells in that region are different. They have more receptors for stress hormones like cortisol and are more resistant to breaking down. So once fat settles there, it takes more effort to lose it. Understanding that your metabolism is naturally slowing helps shift the focus. Rather than feeling defeated, you can adjust your approach. Smaller portion sizes, more nutrient-dense foods, and gentle, consistent movement go a long way. You don't need extreme diets or intense workouts. What works now is kindness, patience, and smarter strategies that respect your changing body. It might not be talked about often, but one of the biggest culprits behind stubborn belly fat after 60 is hormonal imbalance. As we age, levels of important hormones like estrogen, testosterone, and cortisol shift in ways that encourage fat storage right around the midsection. For women, menopause brings a sharp drop in estrogen. This hormone plays a big role in where your body stores fat. Before menopause, fat is more likely to settle around the hips and thighs. After estrogen drops, that fat shifts to the belly. This isn't just about appearance. Belly fat is more metabolically active and can lead to increased inflammation, raising the risk of health issues. For men, testosterone levels slowly decline with age. Testosterone helps maintain muscle mass and keeps fat gain in check. When it drops, muscle mass declines and body fat, especially around the belly, increases. Less muscle also means a slower metabolism, compounding the problem. Then there's cortisol, the stress hormone. Whether from poor sleep, anxiety, or just the pressures of life, cortisol levels can rise. And when they do, the body tends to store fat, and again, it favors the belly area. This makes stress management a crucial piece of the puzzle. Unfortunately, these hormonal changes can make traditional diet and exercise less effective. You might be eating well and staying active, but your body just doesn't respond like it used to. That's why understanding what's happening inside is so important. It helps you shift from frustration to compassion, and from random attempts to targeted, realistic actions. What helps? Balancing your meals with protein and healthy fats to support hormones. Incorporating stress-reducing practices like gentle walks or mindfulness, and getting enough rest. These steps may seem small, but they support your hormonal health in big ways and help you regain a sense of control. One of the most overlooked reasons belly fat becomes harder to lose after 60 is the loss of muscle combined with a more sedentary lifestyle. As we age, we naturally lose muscle mass, a condition called sarcopenia. This doesn't just affect strength and mobility. It directly impacts how our bodies burn energy. Muscle is metabolically active. It burns calories even when you're at rest. So when you lose muscle, your resting metabolic rate decreases, meaning you burn fewer calories just living your daily life. If your eating habits stay the same but your activity level and muscle mass drop, weight gain is inevitable. Retirement. Reduced physical demands or chronic aches and pains can all contribute to moving less. Maybe you used to walk to work or chase after kids or grandkids. Now those activities are gone or reduced, and the movement just isn't there anymore. This lack of motion, combined with less muscle, is a perfect storm for stubborn fat, especially around the belly. Even light strength training or regular walking can make a huge difference. You don't need a gym or heavy weights. Simple body weight exercises like seated leg lifts, wall push-ups, or light resistance bands can help rebuild and maintain muscle. Just 2 or 3 times a week can improve your metabolism and help reduce fat storage. Movement also supports balance, flexibility, and overall well-being. It's not just about burning fat, it's about staying independent, reducing falls, and keeping your body and mind active. The key is consistency, not intensity. Small daily efforts can yield big results over time. As we grow older, the body naturally becomes more prone to inflammation. You might notice more joint stiffness, digestive issues, or even a general sense of fatigue. While some inflammation is a normal part of healing, chronic inflammation is a different story, and it plays a major role in belly fat that won't go away. Inflammation disrupts how your body processes insulin, making it easier to store fat and harder to burn it. This is especially true for abdominal fat. In fact, belly fat itself can release inflammatory chemicals, creating a cycle where fat causes inflammation, and inflammation causes more fat. Several factors increase inflammation as we age: poor diet, lack of movement, high stress, environmental toxins, and even unaddressed medical conditions. Many people don't even realize their fatigue or stubborn weight might be tied to chronic inflammation. The belly area is particularly vulnerable. Visceral fat, the type that wraps around your organs inside the abdomen, is more inflammatory than fat in other areas. It releases hormones and chemicals that affect your appetite, insulin sensitivity, and fat storage. That's why fat around the middle isn't just frustrating, it's dangerous. Thankfully, lifestyle changes can help. Eating more anti-inflammatory foods like leafy greens, berries, turmeric, and fatty fish can calm the fire inside. And getting regular, gentle exercise improves circulation and reduces inflammatory markers. Managing stress and sleeping well also reduce the burden on your immune system. Focusing on inflammation gives you a new perspective. It's not just about losing inches, it's about healing your body from the inside out. Sleep and stress are 2 silent factors that often go ignored when trying to lose belly fat, but both play a powerful role in how your body stores and burns fat. And the older we get, the more these factors matter. When you don't sleep well, your body produces more cortisol, the stress hormone. This not only increases cravings for sugary, fatty foods, but also tells your body to hold on to fat, especially in the belly. Even 1 or 2 bad nights of sleep can raise cortisol levels, slow down metabolism, and increase fat storage. Stress has a similar effect. Whether it's financial, worries, health concerns, or loneliness, chronic stress keeps cortisol levels high. Over time, this hormone imbalance affects your insulin, blood sugar, and hunger signals. You might feel hungrier, crave comfort food, and have less motivation to move. All of this contributes to belly fat. Unfortunately, many people over 60 suffer from disrupted sleep due to health conditions, medications, or changes in their circadian rhythm. Add daily stress on top, and the body stays in survival mode, making weight loss nearly impossible. The good news is that you can take back control. Simple habits like setting a bedtime routine, avoiding screens before bed, and practicing deep breathing can improve your sleep. Even 5 to 10 minutes of quiet meditation or journaling can calm your mind and body. Managing stress and getting better sleep won't just help your waistline. They'll boost your energy, mood, and overall health. The most powerful part of this journey is knowing that change is possible, no matter your age. While your body may not respond the way it did at 30, it will respond with consistency, kindness, and care. Start by focusing on what you can control. Diet is key. Choose whole foods that fight inflammation and support your metabolism. That means plenty of vegetables, fruits, healthy fats, lean proteins, and whole grains. Avoid processed foods, excess sugar, and fried items. Movement matters too. Gentle exercises like walking, swimming, or yoga can reduce belly fat and protect your joints. You don't need high intensity, you just need regularity. A 20-minute walk every day is far better than one hard workout a week. Stress management and sleep hygiene are just as important. Create a calming routine at night. Try stretching, reading, or listening to soothing music. Use sunlight and fresh air during the day to regulate your internal clock. Set boundaries to reduce stress where you can. Most importantly, be kind to yourself. Your body has carried you through decades of life. It deserves care, patience, and love. Belly fat might be stubborn, but you are strong, capable, and wise. Every small step you take adds up. With time, these small lifestyle changes can make a real difference. You'll notice better energy, more confidence, and yes, a healthier waistline. You're not just losing fat, you're gaining back your vitality. And that, at any age, is a beautiful thing.